Hello, hello. It's the new moon. And I have my flowers right here. Hopefully that's not too distracting. I have a little bit of sunflower today on the new moon in Aries. I'm still, of course, feeling the hearts to Levy. Still feeling the equinox and everything that happened yesterday. That was so wow. It was so wow that I've been guided to invite my dear, beautiful assistant, Dawn, to join me. I know I didn't tell you about it ahead of time, but if you could please join me on stage, I'd like to have a little powwow with you. And look, it's just you and me right now, lady. So come on up. Let's discuss for a little bit. I'm going to get my YouTube on. Don't be mad at me. But get on here with me. Because I'd like to get your take on, what you're willing to share about your experience yesterday with Gaia. I sent you the invite to video. That will, oh, there you are. Hi.
Am I here?
Hello. There she is.
Hi.
Oh, hold on. I can't hear you. Oh, I forgot my earbuds. Crappity crap. Give me one. Oh, I just got my YouTube on. Give me 1 second. I knew I was forgetting something. 1 second.
Okay.
Dang it.
Hi, Katrina. I see you there. Hi for anybody who's
Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, sorry, it was hello everybody who's here. It was just all frozen there for a second. It was just all frozen there. So, are we good? Can you see me okay and everything?
I can. You're kidding me.
Hey, you know what? This actually wasn't my idea. You know how it rolls around here.
Yes.
You and I were chatting because I had the strangest sleep last night. I was really after yesterday's live and spirit walk, which was very, very intense and very, very deep and really wonderful with Gaia. Was basically with us the entire time, and I channeled her. I was tired. So I was ready for bed at like 9, lights out at basically around 9:00. And, but then I woke up like right around midnight, then I was awake and then I was asleep and it was just all this swirling and just a lot. And so finally I didn't really get up until about, like 11. So I've only been up for like an hour running around, getting ready for this show. I never stay in bed that late. But anyway, we were chatting and you said, right when you said, your message to me was, I'm still buzzing or whatever. What'd you say? Floating. Yes, you said I'm still floating from yesterday because I said I'm so excited. All this came through about the new moon, and I'm super excited about it. And I said I can't wait to see what happens in the spirit walk. You have another ceremony you're going to today for the new moon. Mm-hmm. So you're going to do the spirit walk later. But then you said, I'm still floating from yesterday. And then all of a sudden it was just like, you need to have her come on and talk about it a little bit. And I was like, oh, should I tell her? And they're like, nope.
No.
Because she's just going to stress about it because Dawn is not into being in front of the camera, just like a lot of people, but she is going to be pushing herself more in the near future with our podcast we're going to talk about later, and all this good stuff. So yes, so let's get right to it. The yesterday and the spirit walk and how you were feeling, and anything you wanted to share about that. I think just that you had a major breakthrough, and that maybe that whatever you would like to share.
Oh my goodness. um, so the spirit walk, for anybody who wasn't there yesterday, I really recommend you go do it. It was so beautiful and so healing, and well, just anything you could possibly imagine. Ask me questions because I don't know where to start.
Okay, well, and I agree. I mean, the spirit walks, just to recap here, I facilitate, but I don't like create. I don't have any, that's not my idea. Gaia is usually the one who runs the show, and sometimes she's like a little bit involved, sometimes she's all the way involved, and yesterday she was all the way involved. She came through and I basically channeled for her, and she did work with us and healing with us, and all sorts of wonderful messages came through from her to us, and it was really, really, it was very, very beautiful. But I guess when it comes to to what our troop wanted you to maybe talk about a little bit is your breakthrough about I mean your there's been a bit of a holding back and an apprehension about some stuff about your development, your spiritual development, I guess you could say. I don't want to put words into your mouth, but you had a big flip.
Yeah. Without going into details, because I just
whatever you is okay to share, as far as generally speaking, I guess.
The spirit walk yesterday really Gaia guided us to get to the almost like the root and the core of any issues that you are having, and really just to shed to be able to shed and release and let go of, and just know that it no longer serves you. Anybody who's held on to anything and has had a hard time letting go of any event or circumstance or way of thinking, it really just encompassed so much, and in such a loving way and gentle way. And
I that was definitely the theme of it. That was like a huge piece of the pie, was her talking about seeing ourselves at this precipice of change that's all coming, and in order to really embody ourselves and be light. She talked about heavy and light, and things that make us heavy, and things that we have held on to or not fully let go of, and to literally peel away the dead skin that that we're growing out of, and to really, like you said, to let go, and to, I think, also to because you again, without going into too much detail, but with just seeing things from a little bit different perspective, seeing things in a way that makes that letting go easier.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
You talked about that.
One of the wonderful things about the spirit walks is they do take us to the astral, and able to it's hard to put into words, but almost revisit or time hop to those moments and like see them from a different perspective. And yeah, and just with no judgment or anything. And it was
like
just,
how you would if you were dead, if you had died, right?
yeah, with no,
Yeah, but none of the human aspect kind of shadowing the whole, the filter in which you see it through is not your human self, it's your soul. And so your human self can see through that and then goes, oh,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, that's a really good point, is that it's very much like these little mini ayahuasca trips, these spirit walks, that we do, because you are an astral, you are receiving, you are moving, you are working with energy, and we think messages are coming, and you're able, again, like Dawn says, you're able to see that from a place that you don't normally see that through. And that gets you out of your own way in a lot of ways. And the more you do it, the more you feel that, and the easier it becomes. And that's the other thing we talked about yesterday.
Doing spirit walks daily, I've worked with you, but doing these spirit walks daily and having them almost stack on each other, and they just work synergistically and together. And I just have, since the 13th, I think it was, that they started.
Yeah, last Monday.
Oh, I've just been floating is all I can say. And it's the clarity that happens during them. I feel by doing them every day, the clarity that happens is staying, because sometimes when you're there, it can fade. But
Totally.
yeah, I feel
that's a good point. That's a really good point, because it can fade. It's very dreamy, and it's very kind of like just like a dream, kind of, the intensity and the way you can feel that dream and recollect from that dream fades over time. The same way that, doing the effects of what you perceive and feel and get through a psychedelic experience, same things. It gets dreamy and fades over time. You can remember certain, aspects, and that can happen a lot through, in the spirit walks too. And that's a good point, is that, and that was the reason why I've been guided to facilitate these Monday through Friday for 3 weeks straight until we get to April. And then we're going to get right into the Soul Quest program, is to have exactly this go on. The experience you're having is exactly the reason. So we get to, and we still have so much more to go. We were talking about, we're not even halfway through these dailies. But yeah, so we get to April with, just as clear, as light, as ready as we can possibly be for that journey we're going to take with the Soul Quest. And that is your experience through this, because I talk to you the most. You're my assistant, my magical assistant. So we talk all the time. So to experience that through you, you were so like busting at, like, immediately after the spirit walk, practically you were like, can we get together, I need to talk to you. And I was like, oh my goodness, because you even said, I don't usually do that. And I'm like, yeah, you don't usually do that. So I knew you had like a major, and it was, I mean, if there's going to be one that really gets to you in a really big way throughout this last week, I would say it would have been yesterday's for sure. I mean, but they have stacked. I mean, they have one after the other has built upon them. And again, not with me being an architect of that whatsoever. It just is what it is. And actually, it came through with my weird sleep last night that we need to, if you could help me with that later, Dawn, is kind of give me like title each of the days of the spirit walks, because they're kind of have blended in for me. So we could do like a synopsis kind of thing for them, would be really great, because it's just gonna be more. But yeah, and then what else was there? uh, well, I guess those were the biggest points, right? The feeling like, to me, we're just talking about, everybody has their own experience, but of course the last, especially 6 months, but the last two years, your whole life is led up to this. We have to see it as the whole totality of it, but especially these last several months, for sure. And these last couple months, it's all been, this March, as we know, so much happening energetically and galactically, and this week is bonkers. We had the equinox yesterday that we're still feeling. And please, any and everybody in the chat, hi everybody. Ooh, I almost lost my thingy. We have Faraz, Leticia, Jeanette, yay! Katrina, wonderful. Welcome everybody. And happy new moon. But to see your kind of real busting through is so exciting to me, and I'm so excited for you. And I know that your energy in this is, also radiates out. So, and I want to, personally thank you for always being there to support me and help me and navigate all the things that I do. I love you dearly. And I'm so glad that you're here with me and with the group. And I'm going to put you out of your torture and misery. And let you go. Thanks for coming on and sharing.
Thank you. Just want to say
I really appreciate it, honey. So go sit back and enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, honey.
Bye. Do you take me off?
I will. Yeah, I will. Okay. We'll turn off video and then we will. I can still hear you though. So you can curse me out in a second. Thank you for being such a good trooper, my love. Yeah, everybody give Dawn a round of applause. That was not easy for her. She doesn't like it, but like I said, wasn't my idea. She is literally glowing, and she had such a major shift yesterday. Without going into detail, but things that have held her back, she has busted through that door, and I am so excited for her, because the way that she was guided to see things now, after that spirit walk and everything else, of course, leading to it. So congratulations, honey, and I love you. Okay, I'm going to check in here with the chat since I haven't been able to do that. We just have lots of hearts and claps and stuff. Okay, does anybody want to jump in and share about their experience yesterday, whether it's on, you don't have to come on video, but if you wanted to. And I am also on YouTube. If anybody comes on there so far, no. But yeah, or if you want to put it in the chat, if you were able to do yesterday's spirit walk, if you want to comment on that, but you don't have to, just asking. All right. So today, there's so much happening. Holy moly. Today is the new moon, the Aries new moon. We started yesterday going into Aries. It's the first sign in the zodiac. It's our astrological new year. And let me open this. Sorry, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. If you guys do put stuff in. Oh, Leticia says, I went so deep. Shoot, I need my glasses. Carlulu, welcome. I went so deep. I want to redo it, but all I remember is that it was so soothing to hear from Gaia that I think she says, "Oh my God," oh my God. I think that's what she said. Well, I'm glad it was so soon. It was. And again, anybody that missed that spirit walk from yesterday, that channeling and energy work and messages from Gaia, get on that ASAP. Do it again, redo it. A lot of times it is really advised to redo all of them, to listen back. And I would really highly suggest everybody listen back to the spirit walk without actually doing the spirit walk, so you can really take in and remember what she says. Because like I said, it gets very dreamy in that space, and you think when you're in it that you're gonna, like, you'll never forget it, and then it's like wispy memories and you just remember some highlights. Even me, that happens to me less than it happens to other people because it's come through me, but still, I have, because it's my consciousness is split, and I'm a channel, so I'm observing from very interesting space. It's so hard to describe. But I absolutely, it's one of, and I told Dawn yesterday, channeling and working with Gaia when she goes like that with people, or with us generally, is literally one of my favorite things. And the purpose of my existence makes me emotional because it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal. Jeanette says, yes, it was amazing. Trippy. I agree. I definitely want to redo. Good, good, good. It was. Yeah. I wish that kind of thing can be like recorded and observed in a different way, but the only way to experience it is to do it. And it's so easy. All you have to do is just decide you're going to listen to it and go and see what happens for yourself. And yesterday was absolutely beautiful. Okay, so enough about that. We could go on and on because it really was quite. Leticia says, Jeanette, good to have you here. Yes, good to have you all here. Good to have Jeanette here and Leticia here. Who else is here? Dawn is here. And Katrina. I think people are coming in and out, but that's cool. So anyway, today is the new moon, Aries new moon, astrological new year. It all starts here with the Equinox. I'm getting warm. I was cold before. We have such a storm going on right now. I have a river outside my house. I'm going to have to go and make sure that it doesn't get above my porch because it is melting snow. We had more snow, about 1.5 feet of snow overnight, covering everything after freaking 8 feet a couple weeks ago. And it is pouring hard. It's just a lot of this water is so healing. So anybody experiencing a lot of water, just think healing, clearing, rejuvenating, nurturing, feeding, all that good stuff with this energy of water. So coming through, because this new moon energy business for me and receiving messages about it, it just came through overnight. I mean, for the most part, because all this other stuff was coming through and going on, that, it's like a traffic jam. It just, one needs to go and then the other one can move in. So last night it came through, very, very clearly that this new moon is all about healing. And as we move forward with our intentions, especially those of us that are going to be in the Soul Quest program, and I hadn't really kind of talked about the Soul Quest program in this way, but sometimes I miss to say the most obvious things about stuff. At least that's what it is to me, but it maybe isn't to everybody else. Dawn knows this well. She's like, you get it and you understand it, but maybe not, because some things are just so obvious to me that it's like I forget to highlight points that should be highlighted. And that is one of the main highlights, is that the Soul Quest program is meant to connect you to your soul, but through the process, so much healing will be taking place. So much healing will be taking place because you'll be literally opening yourself up and seeing what is there that needs to be healed and things to pay attention to and what needs priority, and just getting your eyeballs on it, your consciousness on it, your mental body, physical body, emotional body, spiritual body, all the bodies we're going to focus on, and every single, aspect is gonna be under the microscope to look at. And through that, that's a lot of healing. And this new moon really is like, wow, everything that is within us that isn't right, that isn't healed, that still that has something to heal, is going to be like whatever's behind locked doors and, far away recesses, things that we kind of push away and don't think about, and all of that is going to be coming up to be healed, because that is how, again, going back to what Gaia said yesterday in the spirit walk, lighter. She talked about how the ability of people to be able to she said, to fly, to float, to leave, to get up off the ground, to levitate is definitely possible, but you have to be light to do it. I've personally done it a couple times, and I gotta say, she's right. Both times that I did it, I was feeling extremely light. And but the point here is that the lighter you are, hi kitty, oh geez, the lighter that you are means the more healed you are, the more heaviness has left. If you think about a hot air balloon and all the sandbags on it to keep it on the ground, and as you take off the sandbags, the helium balloon can rise. And that's very much like us. We have sandbags and sandbags and sandbags of heaviness that keeps us heavy and weighed down, and very hard to be lighter, to ascend, to raise our frequency, to be able to perceive more and higher, and let go and get out of our way, and do the work that needs to be done in faith instead of fear. And going back to Dawn, that was a big thing for her. She's afraid of a lot of different things when it comes to, spirituality and moving up and whatever it is, because that changes your world. It changes your world, and it's understandable to be scared of that, and how it affects people in your world and your life and all that stuff. But the 99% of fears are illusions. They're not real. And they're your own ego and your own past experiences dictating your present and your future. When you go, wait a second, the things that held me back, the things that I was afraid of or am afraid of, that's not even really real. It's not, much of that can be projection, a lot of projection as to what could happen, not what is happening. And so that stops us from moving forward. And the point is that to help everybody in our world, we need to align with ourselves and get out of our way and not be scared of our own miraculous, magical journey and destiny. And so what we were afraid of then empowers us to be the people we're meant to be, and then that lifts everybody up. So this is a lot of what is, when we think about any type of a battle between the light and the dark. That's it. It's kind of the dark forces, the fear energy and all of that tricking you into holding back about money, about time, about family, about loved ones, about job, about perceived, judgment from others. All of that stuff will come into play so you don't move forward. So you go, oh yeah, that's right. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. This could happen. That could happen. And you go off and off and off and off and all this stuff. And how can you possibly heal and be your lightest, brightest self on your highest timelines, fulfilling your destiny, your soul missions and your destinies, I should say. We have more than one. If we're in fear, if we're holding back, those two things do not work at the same time. It's impossible, and we need to go through certain gateways, certain portals, like big one we had yesterday with the Equinox, to help us reset, to recalibrate, to see things differently. And again, back to this new moon, it's about healing. Because if we think about the power that we have to heal ourselves in every way, and we follow the guidance to do that for ourselves, literally nothing is off the table. Everything is possible. We've talked about that too in the last few days. Nothing is impossible. And that truly comes from having a frequency so high that you're healed, that, we're going to always need, to work on stuff and constantly be healing ourselves, constantly be letting go, constantly be readjusting, constantly be checking ourselves for illusions and fears. And until we're dead, then we start again in these lifetimes. Until we're dead, we're going to be doing this. But we overcome and we heal from so much physically, emotionally, mentally, all of the things. And one of the ways that we can really heal is to take a step in the direction of really taking responsibility for our state of being, and not going, well, it was my ex-husband, it was my mom, it was my brother, it was this illness, it was this, and just keep kind of pounding the nails that put the responsibility on someone or something else for your place in life. Because that shit gets old and it's not real, because you are the one who's responsible for your place. So regardless of what your parents did or your kids did or your husband did or your wife did or your whomever, whatever happened, it's on you at this point. It gets to a point where we have to go, okay, I'm the way that I am because I'm a sum of all my parts, right? My history, my experiences, my wonderful, great times, my horrible, sad times. I'm a sum of all of those parts. And if some of those parts are causing me pain from my history and my experiences, then that means I haven't processed and let go and recalibrated from those things. And that is the state of affairs for literally 99.999% of people. This is why there's anxiety and stress and depression and chronic illness, because this stuff isn't dealt with on a spiritual and energetic basis. And time moves fast. Life moves fast. So before you could deal with a thing that happened, we have to deal with another thing and another thing and another thing. And it's really easy to go, okay, well, that happened a while ago. I guess we're done with that. Even though you have some major pain and major hurt and major healing to do, we can just slide right past that because we're on to the next things. So let me see here. Okay. Let me just take a break here, see what we got for Leticia says, oh my God, that's so awesome. Now I'm even more excited for the Soul Quest program. I really need to heal more. Yes, absolutely. Hi, everybody, whoever's here. Seeing people coming in. Danny. Okay, yeah, people are coming in and out. So anyway, I'm glad you're excited, Leticia. I'm excited too. Oh, look at that. It's 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. The steps that we need to take for ourselves to heal on so many levels and heal, kind of once and for all. To really calibrate to us. And that's the Soul Quest program is about who is this new you and what's all attached to how you got to be this new you and what's still under the surface that needs attention and what do we need to acknowledge and honor and celebrate. It's all of it. There's nothing on any side, and that's why I'm so excited about it. There's nothing on any side of it that's going to be left. If you go through everything, that's going to be left with questions. And that means that you're going to have from that point forward a nice, clear way of seeing yourself and seeing what you're meant and how you're meant to proceed and go forward. So, and another thing that I wanted to mention about the Soul Quest program is I'm going to be putting on my website, but I'm going to be offering like payments so you can make that in 2 payments. Make that in 2 payments as well. Got this cat. So because it's like a 9-week program. So if anybody wanted to do it and that would make it easier, that will be I'm gonna update on that. I'm also going to be doing a couple other things with the Soul Quest program. I may as well talk about it now real quick. We're going to be having a companion podcast for the Soul Quest program. So I'm going to be having an episode come out probably on Saturdays before the Tuesday release of every new map to get into and really talk about that particular map, that whatever body that we're working on and or working with. So there'll be a companion podcast. It's also going to be part of the Soul Quest program. And again, you can make payments, and we may have other episodes as well. Besides that one that I'm going to be putting out ahead of time, but we'll just have to see about that. And the other thing I'm going to do is there's going to be I haven't really even come up with exactly what it's going to be called, but I've been guided to do a spirit walk for each map, for each body, and those would be released with the map as a companion add-on if you want to get those and buy those. So that I'll have information on that. So keep a lookout in your email, your Medium, whatever. I'm going to be writing an article on all of this for people who are going to be doing this whole Quest program. So 3 new updates: the podcast, payments, and spirit walks that are going to be that you can get to go with the program. So anyway, back to this new moon and the healing and all that stuff. So what I'd like you to think about with this new moon is really tapping into your bodies, your physical, your spiritual body, your mental body, emotional body, physical body, energetic body, your abundance body, and your soul, of course, and really start talking to all of your bodies and paying attention to all of your bodies and the state of being of all of your bodies and the way that the bodies are. And when you think about your bodies, it's really easy to, obviously, there's my physical body. That's super easy. Your other bodies that I just mentioned, are like layers. There's like anything that's in a layer. It's like they're layered, but they're in flow, and most people have them they're all kind of doing their own thing because people aren't conscious. They're not cleared enough to be aware of all these bodies and how they work together. We know that we're emotional, that we know that we have our mental capacity, we know we're energetic, we have a neurological system within the physical body. We, hopefully there's, some people don't believe in spirit or the spiritual, but a lot of us do, our spiritual body. And they're usually just they're not communicating. They're not in alignment. They're not in flow. And then we have our chakras. So chakras govern our energetic systems of our body. And that's what we have, chakras from the base of our spine all the way up to our third eye. And those govern the actual physical body and the energy within those areas. But the bodies are another thing. So there's a lot going on within us that most people, again, are ignorant of and completely out of control of, and have no idea what's all going on and why they feel the way they do, emotionally, physically, energetically. And it's because there's a real ignorance and no judgment here. Trust me, I was as ignorant as anybody up until 10 years ago, and a broken mess, because I had no idea what was all going on. But I am proof that once you do understand what's going on, you can have amazing power and control and healing and abilities that come through that once you get aware of yourself. Let's put it that way. So what I'd like you to do is really tap into all of these all of these areas of you, of what is you, your bodies, your chakras. If you want more on that, I am going to do more on that for those in the in the program. Obviously, I'm going to do the podcast, and then we're going to talk about that in every for every map, for the identity, and also the spirit name maps as well. But you can go to my website, thehealingbutterfly.org. And on that website, under it says like energy info and more. I should know this by now. Info and distance healing. So under that, it says, it talks about what is infinite love light energy, healing, which is what I do and how we heal your energy body, your energy centers and chakras, energy cords, and all of that is there. So I would say, even if it's even if you've read it, if you know about this stuff, do a refresher on it for yourself. And if this is new to you, please go and read that again. That's on thehealingbutterfly.org under info and distance healing. And there's pages that go into all of those things. Because the more you understand about the mechanics of these things, the easier you're going to be able to work with yourself in these ways. And to me, that is, how something works helps you understand how to work it. So not only am I woo-woo spiritual, I have this very logical, grounded mind about me, that helps me to understand and helps me to teach, so you guys understand. And I've been told that I teach it in a real simple way to make it easy to understand this stuff. And I'm grateful for that, because it's, this stuff is, a lot of it is not something that you can actually, like just the one physical body. It's like, okay, well, there I am. But there's so much going on that we cannot see, and even cannot be seen in ultrasound or CAT scans or x-rays and things like that. So we're not taught about this stuff, about our own bodies, and how much is going on and how much control we may have when it comes to all of that. So anyhow, thinking about yourself in that way when it comes to your body and healing is really something to think about. So when it comes to it's easiest, start at the physical body. Where do I hurt? What doesn't feel good? What is off? What could be work better? What is not processing, if it's your gut, if it's your digestion, if it's headaches, if it's joint pain, if it's old injuries that you've had that, aren't getting better, that act up, just tune in to all of the stuff that's going on, how you're feeling in the physical body. And take it from there, and then start to tell yourself like, oh, all of this stuff that I'm feeling in the physical body that doesn't feel good, that's off, that I take medicine for. So that's right there. If you take prescription medicine for anything, that's like the super easy cheat code to what needs healing, because it's not like we've gotten used to in our society. If it doesn't work, if it needs healing, if it's whatever, then all we need to do is take a pill for it. And that's the way we fix it. It's not, let's get to the root of the problem and fix that, so we don't need the medication. And that's what I'm saying here is if we see ourselves in a way where we don't need the medication, then we're going to be that much, ahead of the game, because we're not just trying to put a Band-Aid on it. We're trying to solve the problem. Because when the body acts up in any way that isn't normal and healthy, that's your body saying, we got issues. There's stuff going on here that is not okay. And in a lot of situations and with people and different things, it's not actually the physical body that's not okay. It's the energetic body, the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body. It's energetic attachments. It's a lot of things that cannot be seen on just looking at the physical body. So there you go with that. Hopefully that motivates you and excites you and inspires you for healing on all levels. And if you're going to listen to the spirit walk from yesterday, if you're going to, we'll see what happens today, because, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do today, but if you're going to redo yesterday, keep all this in mind that we talked about today about healing and your ability to heal. I just realized this is pretty low. There we go. Your ability to heal. A reality in which you don't feel whatever ails you. That's a reality that can be very true for you. And it's kind of one foot in front of the other when it comes to working that out. And being guided in whatever way you're guided to take care of yourself. But starting now, it's just about the intention and the energies coming through with this new moon that equals healing energy, healing intention, to manifest around you what will heal you, to be part of what will heal you, to understand what to eliminate and to what to either get away from or in one way or another of what keeps you unhealthy, all of that stuff. So if there's any questions, please let me know. Before we move forward here. I'm going to check in with YouTube, but yeah. Okay. Hello, YouTube. Okay. So there's no questions or comments or anything like that. That is fine. Yeah. Go to the latest. Let's see here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is get into the Oracle. I'm going to do some Oracle. Yeah. Yesterday, the other deck that came through for us to possibly get a card from was the Mystical Shaman. And I didn't because we did the alchemy and the archetypes, and yesterday's cards were amazing. They're still sitting here. The fault line, the womb, that was the spirit walk, and then Saturn. More Saturn came through last night. You know, there's Saturn is so big time. Like, and then we have in a couple of days from now, we have the 2023 portal. And that's connected to Pluto and everything that Pluto is bringing in. So major business there, but I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves because it's just like big fat burgers every single day here. And I am going to we're going to get 2 cards for today. I'm going to grab my other deck here. There we go. And then we're going to, it's both my mystical journey oracle is the other one we're going to do. Make sure I got all the cards here, though. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. And I am definitely getting warm. Maybe it's that heater that's pointed right at me. That could be it. Roasting my little legs, making me hot. Hello, Jimmy. Welcome. We're just about to get into the oracle right now for this new moon that is in Aries and carries in all this influence of healing for us. So I'm going to start with the mystical journey. I'm going to do some shuffling and some clearing here for these cards. See what additional messages we get about today other than what I've already gone over. And boy, time is flying. That's another thing. Time is definitely moving extra fast and will continue to do so. It'll feel like it's just, raise your hand, clap, or whatever if you have experienced, wow, time is moving very quickly. It's not an illusion. It really is. And it will get a little bit better once we're into next week. It maybe won't feel so much like that. And I think it's going to, kind of feel a little bit more, I don't know, quote unquote, normal when we're past March and into April. But yeah, the energies that are coming through the quantum field, through our star, through the other planets, everywhere is making time move by very fast. Okay. There we go. Oh, I love it. Okay, so with this deck, we got Taking Back Your Power, card number 35. Let me put that there for you. Taking Back Your Power. I love this because what are we talking about? We're talking about understanding ourselves and healing ourselves and all that good stuff. That's taking back your power. That's taking back your power. Okay, I'm going to jump straight to our Mystical Shaman Oracle deck and get a card from this one at the same time. And then we'll be done with, whoa. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm going to, cats. I'm going to put those back because it was just kind of a dump. So let's do this. Cats just got really hyper when I started working with the Oracle. Oh my goodness. They're running all over the place. Oh, here we go. This card right here. What is this? The Coyote, card number 12. The Coyote. Okay, you guys, let's do it. First, we're going to go into taking back your power with card number 35 here. Okay. I grab my glasses so I can read here. Okay. Divination. The water lily is an ancient symbol that signifies hope, rebirth, and purification. It represents your earthbound human self reaching for the light. On this card, the lily roots are buried deep in the mud, which symbolizes your earth life. The beautiful flowers emerge from the water and reach towards the sky, embodying your yearning to connect with your higher self. In this image, the woman's soul is being tethered by pillars because she is not expressing her needs. Let me see if I can show you this. My God, what a perfect card. See those pillars? In this image, the woman's soul is being tethered by pillars because she is not expressing her needs. Part of keeping yourself small can be a hesitancy to speak your truth. Instead, you stay silent in an effort to keep the peace and minimize conflict. Speaking up means being true to yourself and taking back your power. Maybe you are scared of making a mistake, of making some changes, or of finding yourself alone. The taking back your power card appears when you need to say something you've been wishing to verbalize for a long time. Remember who you truly are, for your soul knows that if you speak your truth, you will not only survive, but will thrive. Express how you feel, even if you are scared, or you run the risk of losing your spirit. This card may also indicate a situation in which you have stayed silent for too long, walking on eggshells for fear of upsetting another person. It is time to take back your power and say something. And action. Use the symbol of the water lily as encouragement to speak your truth and acknowledge how you really feel. When you speak up, you honor your soul. If you don't speak up, you stay underwater and cannot shine your true light. Good Lord. Holy moly, this card is like everything we've been talking about as usual. Taking back your power and connecting with your soul, lifting your spirit, becoming lighter, going into the light. This doesn't explicitly talk about healing, but that's what we're talking about here. It's kind of funny that it kind of one of those obvious things. I think like the way that I hadn't talked about the Soul Quest program was like, oh, I'm like missing the big highlight here about all the healing that comes with this because it's kind of obvious. But that is a big part of this one too. This is about healing your human aspects so you can connect and join and express from the soul and embody that divinity and divine light and the purity of the soul, of the spirit. And yes, if we've been afraid of change, of speaking up, of being who we truly are, we're going to be in pain. We're going to have issues in our physical, mental, and emotional bodies, our energetic bodies, our spiritual bodies. We're not going to be okay. And we have given away our power to first our parents, our siblings, teachers, school, government, friends, neighbors, lovers, whomever, in so many different ways that it's just kind of our state of being to hold back, to repress, to not express, to deny, to lie, to minimize, et cetera, our self, our soul, our spirit, our essence. And that makes us very, very confused and hurt and anxious and stressed and the world a very dark, lonely, unfortunate place, the more and more we succumb to all of that. So take back your power. Oh my God, I love it so much. Okay. Let me know if anybody has any thoughts on that. Otherwise, we're going to move on to the coyote here with the mystical shaman. Let's do that. Card number 12. The coyote. I'm not sure I've ever pulled this card before. I'll be reminded here in a second. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay. The essence, the coyote. The coyote is the symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Oh, look it. We got a theme. Being tethered and shackled. I love it. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that coyote brings you the opposite of what you hoped for. The lessons offered by coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for a second, get into this energy here. So that is part of our soul growth and understanding, is when we have plans and we think things are going to go a certain way, and then things completely detour, and we, can even get into kind of that like victim mentality or whatever about things not working out for us, not going for us, et cetera, et cetera. Dawn says, always so on point. I know. It's wild. It's my magic trick. It's my magic trick, the Oracle. And this here is saying that the coyote brings in the energy of seeing past the illusion of what restrains you, what blocks you, and to see the events unfold that are happening for you, not to you. That if there are changes, which I would say there are changes, because massive change is happening, big shifts in what we thought we were, maybe part of or planning or whatever, through an array of different reasons, things have changed in different ways. And so, or there are so many different ways that we can look at this that go, wow, I thought this, but it's this, or I wanted that, but I got that. And now I, was going to do this, but I can't. And, whatever that business is about, instead of seeing that as a negative, see that, find the positive. Go, okay, well, if this is happening, it's for a reason. So what's all the things that got, my part here, my choices, my decisions, my energy that is part of the weaving of this block or change or detour in the plan. And then decide to see where the positive is. I mean, sometimes we can be like, oh, I, thought I was going to get that job. I thought I was going to be part of this group. I thought, everything was this and that. And then it stopped, or it changed, or I was rejected, or it went away, or whatever. And we can be really bummed out about that. I thought I was going to get that house, but I didn't. I thought I was going to get that job, but I didn't. I thought that guy or that woman was going to be the one, but they're not. On and on and on. And instead of succumbing to the angst, the depression, the sadness, the anger, whatever, about things not happening the way we thought, remember, the coyote is the trickster that, sets the illusion up for you to either see it through the dark lens or see it through the light lens. And if you choose to, after your little human aspect gets done, being upset about it for a little bit, then you could be like, all right, so let's regroup here and see maybe why this is a good thing. Maybe I didn't get that house because there's something not good with it, the neighbors or the foundation or who knows what about it that is different than it appears. I'm being saved from something here. And if you think about that with the guy, with the job, with the trip, with the friend, with the lover, with the whomever, I'm being saved from something here instead of denied from something here. Your ability to move forward and let go will be snappy, and there will be less that you need to heal from because your perspective is something from a higher place of beingness than the human who's not getting what they want. Okay, moving on. So that was, and welcome Samantha, if you're still here, Sonia. People are coming in and leaving so quickly. I can barely keep track of it. I'm sorry they don't want to stay. Missing the party. Okay, so the invitation. If the coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointments as they are true tests of faith. Oh, maybe I don't need to read this because I just got done saying all this stuff. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this. Coyote is a sacred trickster that may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. Yeah. So another way to look at the Coyote is the guardian at the gate. There are certain thresholds that are and gateways, portals, however you want to put it, bridges, however you want to see it, that take you to a next set of timelines in a more complex or whatever. And sometimes the detours are also there to offer some, review, some type of review in a way for you to get stronger in certain aspects. If there was something lacking in your healing, in your clarity, in your development, in your awareness, in your perception, what in so many different ways, of course. So you will be kind of taken on a bit of a detour. But through any of these scenarios, again, happening for you, not to you, and the faith instead of going, oh no, this isn't working out, and getting all upset about situations going in a new direction, see them as opportunities. Oh, so if I'm traveling down the road and my map is just, follow this straight road for the next 5 miles, and all of a sudden it's detour, and then I have this windy road and there's hills and all this stuff, I could be like, oh my God, this is going to take so much longer, and how annoying, and where's it going to, where am I going to go? Like, where am I going to end up? It's not the plan. And you can get, anxious and worried and stressed and confused. Should I turn around? Where am I even going in the right direction to begin with? Maybe I shouldn't have come this way to start. Maybe, and start second guessing yourself. Or you can go, oh, wow, I get to take the scenic route and see things that I never would have on that boring straight road over there. This is so great. I know this is going to be a fun adventure. And those two dispositions are your choice completely. And it's to check yourself and remember it's happening for you, not to you. And if this is going on, then, if you feel a connection with this, then tap in with the coyote spirit animal. They are wise and smart and work together. They're pack animals to the nth degree. And extremely aware of their surroundings, very, very quick and smart and very intelligent, but also very playful. They, when coyotes are playing together, they're very playful, they're very loyal, they're very loving, they're very supportive. And so beautiful energy with the coyote. A lot of people don't like coyotes. I absolutely love them. Even though one killed my cat killed one of my cats years ago. I love them just like I love raccoons, who killed one of my doves years ago. We have to see animals for the purity of what they are, not for maybe how they appear in the world or other people's stories or even our own, that we can, hold on to pain and resentment for something like an animal because they do certain things to us or in the world, just as a sidebar. So coyote showing up to me is a really beautiful, wonderful ally to help us through the obstacles and the detours and the challenges that are to come. The second guessing that may appear for you, any confusion as you go forward on this beautiful magical path. Okay, now the medicine. Now this would be if the card came up in reverse or is, that sort of energy, but I'm going to read it. So we go through this whole thing and then we'll be done. And please chime in with any questions that you may have or any comments about any of this. Okay, the medicine. You are being seduced by, are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that the more superficial, sparkly, shiny aspects of your ambition led you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, or manipulate situations to ensure your goal is met. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you that this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Beware the shallow waters right now. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that doesn't make them so. No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they appear, all that glitters there will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes you make to change that. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Now we're talking about something completely different. This is about not being distracted by the illusion of appearance, typically by a person. And usually that's us, that's our business that we impose upon another. We want them to be fill in the blank. And whatever their illusion is, their mask, their costume helps us to see that and to fill in that story for ourselves. But is it real? And is it more out of desire for us for something we need than what that or who that person is and how they actually are? And aside from, what we may want them to be, want them to feel, want them to behave, want them to say, all of those things. And to really see things through, from the reality, from the truth of it, not from the illusion of it. And especially if there is the literal words or the actions of somebody trying to get you to see something other than the reality of what it is, like the smoke and mirrors. Like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, and you're going to think it's because of this, because that's what it's going to be. It's going to appear to be, but it's this actually. It's because I want, not because, and not because of what you may need or, stuff like that. There's just something there about this that, it's kind of what I'm hearing is kind of like you talk yourself into seeing just the good stuff. So all of the red flags will, kind of fade away. And that is definitely, something here to pay attention to right now, because remember, the energy here is about, and everything that's coming through here about this new moon is about healing, about clarity, about connecting, about the truth. And tapping into your soul and who you really are, and all of that stuff. And if we're being confused by illusion and manipulation and stories that are not true, we're not going to be in alignment. So we have to see things for the reality that they are, not for what we want to see, what we want a person to be, how we want a person to behave or feel. And I think, and I know from doing this a long time, that whenever somebody comes to me with a question about somebody else and if they love them, if they're in the relationship, if there's integrity there, if there's longevity there, if there's a lot of questions and a lot, and then they have like, well, this happened and they treat me like this, or they say this, or they've done this, and I just don't know. I just want to know if I should be with this person, all of that. Usually 100% of the time, the answer is no, you shouldn't. And all the things that have come up have told you, has been very clear to give you a very good indication of the reality. You just refuse to see it because you are playing magic tricks with yourself and what you choose to see and what you choose not to see. So anyway, that's what, this last part of the coyote here is. So that's, maybe not for everybody right now, but it's definitely for some people that are going to watch this or watching this. But the one to really pay attention here is about at the very beginning. The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring things don't go as planned. So that it combined with this other card that we got, Taking Back Your Power, is a really great like little sandwich here of energy for us as we move forward and bring in the energy of this Aries new moon. That is the big headline story of this Aries new moon is healing on all levels, and taking back your power, combined with this coyote essence of detours and growth, stretches of growth, and how we get stronger. It's like, how do muscles get stronger? You work them, they actually rip, and then they heal, and then they get bigger, right? So if we think about ourselves in those terms, stretching and strengthening ourselves so we have more power. The way that these two cards go together is really quite beautiful and magical, and I hope that really shines through. So any questions or comments about this? Anybody want to come up and talk about this? Put something in the chat. Feel free to. I absolutely love these cards today together. Yeah, really, really awesome. So if there are no questions or comments or any business like that, then we will get right into the spirit walk, everybody. And I'm going to check in with YouTube here real quick. Nope, nothing going on YouTube. Okay. All right, everybody. I guess that's it. No questions, no comments about any of this. Hopefully everybody's cool on that. I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Welcome, Jimmy. Jimmy came back. Or nope, Jimmy left again. Goodness gracious. Okay, so then let's get into it. I'm going to turn off my light. I'm going to turn back on the music that we've had on all week. And let that play here. Oh, I got to close my Fireside. Yeah, let's close that. Let's turn the music on. Yep, being guided to the same music, this 432 hertz, rain of money and music, awakening wealth and urgent prosperity, miracles of grace and blessings. It's also 432 is the frequency of the universe, and is one of the top frequencies for healing, for connecting with the body, for resonating with the with our energetic field, with Gaia, with the universe, to help us calibrate with that. And I believe Dawn is going to say goodbye here. Let me see. Oops, if I can see. This is why I don't do the chat on my phone. It's how annoying. I already closed that window. Sorry, Dawn. Trying to see your message, but she had to go anyway. I think she was already on her way. She's going to do, I'm pretty sure that's what she said. She's going to do the spirit walk later. Maybe you guys can see the chat. I can't. It just pops up and down. Very annoying. And I already closed my window. So let's get into it. I am really warm again. I'm just going to keep this on. See how that goes. So loves, let's get into position here. If you have not lit candles and you have candles, please light them. It helps to clear your field of negative energy. I like 3 lit, so I have 3 lit right around me. Whatever crystals that you may have and want to have on you, near you, and in your hot little hands, please do so. Hopefully you can hear this music. I don't like to have it too loud, because then I feel like I'm competing with it. So you feel free to have your own on there. And the seated position is advised, so you don't go too deep. But if you must lay down, then lay down. So in the seated position, and even in the laying down position, just make sure that your spine is in alignment, that your shoulders are back, that your hips are not tilted, and to this either side, or your pelvis isn't tilted up or down, that you're really straight, whether you're sitting or you're laying down. And right when I start this, our storm is kicking up here. Really intense. Wow. Right when we start this here. Okay. Energies are coming through really strong right now. Let's get into the spirit walk, my loves, for this new moon in Aries. Oh, it feels better. Okay. So shoulders back, chin up, chest out, pelvis straight, hips straight. Deep breath in and out of the nose. Hands at namaste. If that feels good for you to start, you can have them palm up on your knees, holding your crystals, whatever feels good. And oh yes, if you have an eye mask or something you can put over your eyes to make it nice and dark, darker the better, for your pineal gland to be able to fully open and function. It requires darkness. So you could do that, or just turn off the lights if it's bright, and just try to commit to keeping those eyes closed so you can stay in it with us. And we're connecting with the body with these nice deep breaths. Make sure you have a light, easy breezy smile on your face, and instantly raising your vibration. Nothing too wild, just a nice little smile as you take breaths in and out of the nose. When you breathe in and out of the nose, it tells the body that you're calm, to be peaceful. There's no reason to breathe in and out of the mouth. There's no stress, no anxiety here. So in and out of the nose, nice and slow at your own pace here. To stabilize. Thinking of connecting to that body. Let's think of the top of your head, your ears, your chin, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, all the way down your spine, all 33 vertebrae, all the way down your spine, your hips and your pelvis, your knees, your ankles and your feet, the very structure of your body, connecting to yourself at bone level, your skeletal system. Just move around a little bit. Move your head, move your fingers, move your arms, move your spine, move your feet. Feel those bones, people. Feel those bones. This is where we're guided to go here. Being just like an x-ray, like lighting up, like really feeling into, let's pass all the soft and squishy stuff and get straight to the bones. Your skull, your entire spinal cord. Spine, all the bones in your spine that protect your spinal cord, and the energy that goes through that spinal cord and out to all of your chakras and all the nerve endings of your entire body. But back to your skeletal system, your shoulders, shoulder blades, elbows, the bones, from your shoulder. I'm not sure what bone that is. but the one from your your shoulder to your elbow, that bone, and then your secondary bone from your elbows to your wrists. And there's just a lot of light coming in, just direct, like literally lighting up our bones, lighting up our skeletal system. Take more deep breaths here. It's just radiating in the field. I can't really tell you exactly, like there's like a point of origin, like, oh, there's the light, there's whatever. Now it's just, it's your own, it's real. Okay, Gaia's coming in. It's saying your own body is activating to the pulse and the energy that's still coming, of course, coming through this from the equinox and this new moon. The bones, oh, okay. She's associating. She says, please connect to your bones, your skeletal system, as like the wood structure, of where the fire would be. Is the Aries is a fire sign. And so to really connect with that Aries energy, and again, the energies with this, the headline of this new moon is about healing. So we think, and we're being activated at the skeletal, all the way down to our skeletal system here, our skeleton, to get down to the base of us. And what really, between our bones and our skin, then we have skin level, right? So we're going all the way to bone level and lighting that up. So from the bottom up, if you will, we are lighting up and connecting with this fire energy. And the fire energy is very much rejuvenating and clearing and cleansing in its own right, such as is water, of course. So remember, the phoenix that lights itself on fire to rebirth itself and come up from the ashes. We've connected from that to that energy many, many times. So let's do that again. Just really think about that skeletal system, and it's just getting brighter and brighter, charging and activating, all with the intention of healing and clearing the entire body, and all the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, the energetic body, the abundance body, and of course the spiritual body. All of those bodies are tethered and connected to each other and to the physical body at the skeletal level. So let your body activate to this, to light up, to glow up, to literally catch fire. Feel the fire within and connect to the fire energy, the element of fire that Gaia is channeling through us and to us right now. So you actually may get warm, may get heated here, feeling that fire energy. And if you were to just in astral here, look at yourself, look down. We're not seeing like the physical, like the squishy stuff. It's just bones, and the bones have this, it's that steady burn. It's not out of control. It's not raging. It's just a couple inches high, and it's just this steady fire, this steady burn. Gaia is coming through. She says, may this fire cleanse you, dear ones. May this fire cleanse you. See it strengthening you at the same time. Think of when wood is scorched, it's to make it stronger, impenetrable from rot and decay and the elements. So think of that is what's happening with you, creating this this strengthening as well as cleansing down to bone level, down to your skeleton, and this very controlled burn. And think of all of the bodies tethered to the skeletal system. Again, the mental, the emotional, the energetic, the spiritual, the abundance bodies, all tethered to the skeletal system here. And from that burn, just as if your desk was lit on fire and you have papers on your desk, the papers will then catch fire. So your other bodies would be the papers upon the desk that is your skeletal system. Those will catch fire too, but in a very beautiful healing and clearing way, connecting to the essence of the fire energy of Aries, the healing energies of Aries. How better to heal than to go down as far as the bones in a very shamanic way here, connecting with the element of fire, allowing for that energy to catch a blaze and burn. Say, burn, burn away, clear me, clarify me, strengthen me, and whatever may come to you here. That your intention is to receive and to work with this fire energy. And continue to take a couple deep breaths in and out of the nose. And then I want you to start to allow for a little bit more of the physical body to come in, the squishy stuff. And pay attention to your hands. Open up your hands in front of you. And now we're going to channel this fire energy into fireballs in both of our hands. Nothing too big, about the size of our palm, about the size of a grapefruit. These balls of fire in our hands, and just let them appear and come into being with your intention in the palms of your hands. And you can move your hands kind of back and forth and maybe in little circles to really get that fire activated. See it alive and moving in the palms of your hands. Feel that power. Feel that connectedness to the element of fire. And to our great mother Gaia that sparked that flame and to yourself for letting it burn, for not being afraid, for holding that power of fire that can be so warming and can help us in so many ways, or it can of course be destructive. But we have this power, and we're going to choose to use this power of the fire. As it heats up in our hands, we feel that warmth. We feel the density of the fire in our palms. And we have the ability to make this fire grow or to put it out at any time here in this astral space. Everything around you is like space. It is like sitting in the desert. And when you look up, there's just stars everywhere. So please look up, Star Child. Look up at the essence that is you. You are made up of stardust and of the element of the elements and of the cosmos, of the ether that is our creation, a fractal of Mother, Father, God. Look up and see the stars, see the planets and the nebula and everything. We can pull it like a magnifying glass, or moving things closer, we can bring it so we can see things clear, bring it closer to us. The moon is dark, but we can see her nice and big, illuminating with this energy. And instead of all of this just being up and out there, see it all around you. Now you're within it. You're still connected to Gaia, but there you are, floating in your own right. Star child among the stars, lit up and on fire, just like our sun. You are a star. You are a beacon of light in your own right. See yourself floating through space and time, all around you, below you, surrounding you. As you look around, you're holding the fire. You are the fire. You are the master of your destiny and where you choose to go in your star flight, Star Child. Galactic representative, angelic representative, fae, unicorn, dragon, mer, elemental representative, and all that you encompass in all of your lifetimes, and of course human in all of your incarnations. You are all of that. You are the totality of that. You are star child, soul embodied, infinite and always enduring forever. Tap in and feel the truth, which is you are infinite. Your soul is forever since its inception, since its spark of light. Your soul will never die. You will always live. You are immortal. Star being, star child, soul of light. Fire. Fire you are. Fire you are. See yourself at this being of light and fire. Fire is life. Fire is light. Fire is life and passion and creation. Without the fire, there is no life. There is no creation on any level. And you, star child, you, soul fire, are pure light, pure creation. You are a being of creation. You are created by those who created all, Mother and Father God, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. Feel that fire within you on both sides, and the swirling of those energies within you as you float and move through the cosmos, through space and time, looking all around you, exploring with yourself, looking all around. More stars, More stars on fire in your field. Look, that is soul family. They are on fire too. They are creation. They are life. They are star children. They are souls forever and infinite. You are family. See the constellation of yourselves coming together and forming stories. You are an anchor to so much of the stories of the web of life, and you will continue to be. May you always be strong and healthy and powerful, maximized in your abilities, in your perception, in your connections. Take the fire that is in your palms and let them grow nice and big. Big balls of fire that you're holding in your palms, representing your life, your light, all that you are to be a part of and create and collaborate, how you are to be your own healer, your own guide, your own guardian, connected to everything, open and aware, reaching and being the light. Grow the fire bigger and brighter and bigger and brighter until it encompasses you, and you are just a ball now of fire. Relax your arms and your hands and just be the fire, this beautiful ball of fire. Zoom out, leave yourself and zoom out and see yourself from miles and miles away. This big, beautiful star light fireball, part of the web of life in the multiverse. Zoom out and see yourself. See this big ball of light and fire. Potential, potential, potential is what you are. Stories and creation is what you are. Beautiful and bright, a magnet for light. The light is same as you. Make it so. I magnetize to me my same resonance and frequency of light. All the beacons of light that are me and star children and anything and being of light on both sides of the veil. Magnetize to me, strengthen me, make me more abundant, more powerful, more connected. Spark all of the possible abilities, wisdom, knowledge, experience that I am connected to throughout my soul story, my infinite soul and its soul stories. May I connect in every way. May the fire find the fire within me. Bring the fire to me, my passion, my love. And the passion and the love I feel for every body that I am incarnated in, that I love my body, I honor my body, I treat my body, the vehicle for my fire, with respect, with love, with patience, with nurturing, with understanding, with empathy. That all of this sparks my soul, my divine inner child to explore, to adventure, to greater awareness, to more connectedness and creations that I will be a part of, to inspire me, to motivate me, to guide me on every layer and level of my beingness and all that I am connected to. May my divine inner child in perfect balance with the mother and the father, the masculine and the feminine principles be alive and in balance in me. May the fire purify me. I grow bigger and bigger, this big ball of fire. I am Star Child. I am Infinite Soul. I am big and bright. I am love. I am one. I am. Feel the fire burn around you. Feel the energy in your field. Feel how big you are. Again, zoom out. See yourself, big and bright ball of fire and light. And now take your awareness from out far away, zoomed out far away, witnessing yourself. Go around yourself. See yourself in this big ball of fire. And then get closer and closer and closer. All the way in you go. Go into yourself, into this ball of fire. Meet yourself on the inside. There you sit, quiet and peaceful. Patient, beautiful, receiving and giving in the same way at the same time. Your soul is in that fire and you meet yourself, meet your soul. See that essence. Witness your soul, so calm, so light, so beautiful in this ball of fire. Hello, dear one, your soul says. I have waited for you to meet me here in the fire. You are me and I am you. Sit with me, be with me. We are one. If you decide to be a conscious participant with me, we will be. We will live together, love together, heal together, journey together. There is no need for separation, ever. I am fire, you are fire. We together, star child. Remember to be patient with yourself. There's so much to know and to remember and to experience. I am happy, so happy that you are here with me, that you want to join with me, that we will heal together, that we will connect together. I wish I could tell you all the beautiful and magical experiences that are coming for us, but that would take so much of the fun out of it. And yes, there's so much fun to be had. But please know that in so many ways, there are so many roads and bridges your destinies that are full of fun and love and light. And we will be together. I am so glad you are here with me, that you can feel me and hear me. You are the human aspect, and I am the power behind you, the soul, the fire. I hold your eternity and all of your stories at the same time. And as we work together and grow together, more and more you will know about your own self and stories and how it's all connected. And this will empower you and motivate you and inspire you. Please hold my hand and let me hug you. And I hope you feel how much I love you. And I'm always with you. We are always with you, all of us. You as your human aspect. The illusion is that you're separate from even me, your soul, separate from those who love us, who are connected to us, our ancestors, the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the spirit animals, Gaia, all of our planetary family. The illusion is separateness, but the reality here is you float with me in the fire. May you feel all of it, and so much that you're connected to, and so much that supports you in your life, in your human life. And everything from this moment forward, may you feel the energy and the support and the love that is all in guiding you and leading you forward into further understanding and light and healing. You are meant to experience and explore and learn and grow. And ultimately, through those experiences of your life, you come to a point where you're ready to heal. And this is when you truly are born, when our connection and that door opens. And it is opening more and more, and has been. And I know you have moments of doubt when you're scared. And I hope from this moment forward that when you're scared, you remember me and you talk to me. I'm your soul. And there's nothing to be afraid of. And you won't be guided into any place that isn't good for you, good for us, good for all of us. Your faith, your surrender is the key to unlock the door, to remember all of it. You are meant to be so powerful for yourself, in the world, to affect change, to create, to unify with other souls and soul family. We're all ready. We're all here, ready. I know it can be very hard. I know it can be very painful. We would never pretend that it isn't. It is all part of the journey. The pain is also the pleasure. Both aspects are meant to roll in and out like waves as you move forward and experience and learn, understand, and pull down the walls of illusion around you and see the truth. The ultimate is for us to be together, to dance through this life, through all our lives connected. And every day, our connection, our strength, our ability to work together and communicate and live human aspect and soul aspect connected together, aware. That is home, always. We are always home together, no matter where we are, embodied or not. I will be here in the center of the fire, always and forever. And I love you, always and forever. So Infiniti back here. That was really beautiful and very intense, very emotional. But we're being pulled out of the center of the fire. Remember, we know exactly where this is, exactly where to go. Where we're being pulled out to continue on our journey for now. So see yourself walking out of this fireball that is you, where you met and heard from your soul. And you're going to walk out of the fire. And take a look all around and through this universe and the multiverse. Your flame. And how big and real and amazing and important that it is. And you are this beautiful star child still on fire. And through up or all around where you are, slowly making your way back to yourself and your body, moving through the ether and the light and the sky, magnetized back to your human body, feeling the distance between the astral where we were and coming into the body. Now the fire is getting weaker and weaker, and it will extinguish here in 3, 2, 1. Back in your body. But a little different now. Warmer. More connected. Maybe even feeling a little puffed up, a little thicker in your field, and that's fantastic. Let that be, let that stay. You feel beyond your body still. Don't be in a rush to push it away. Just let your body feel that. Feel that field, feel that energy of your soul, of the fire, the divine feminine and masculine, yourself, the divine inner child. Let it find its way in your body, stretch and settle in with you. Hold it dear and tight. Your soul is this divine inner child. It's pure, it's beautiful. It's constantly with you and wanting to explore and live and love and learn and grow and evolve with you through the lens of pure, the purity of your soul, the pure love, light, and fire, the essence of this element of fire. Remember, new beginnings, a new you, a healed you, a more patient and compassionate, sensitive, nurturing you for yourself and for all that you come in contact with through every step of every day of your life. And may that grow more and more every single day of your life. As always, thanks to our guides and guardians for holding this space and being with us, for Gaia working with us, starting with our skeleton and on up to our very own souls coming to us and speaking to us. Thank you for all of you who are here with me. This is really, really beautiful. I hope that you feel all of that deeply. Please take some time to relax with yourself and not move too quickly. I'm sorry if the sound got strange there for a while. Hopefully it's okay. And just take your time as you move forward with your day today. I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here. This is absolutely beautiful. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody.